In the last video we looked at treasure maps and explored the history of the fortress at Fortaleza. Today we'll do a little bit of walking through Praia de Iracema neighborhood and explore changes of the coastline from the 1800s until mid-1900s. We'll see some colorful houses, walk along the beach and see how the city changed into what it is today. So we've left the fortress and we start at Rua Jose Avelino. From there we walk to the Dragão Arts and Culture Center. Eventually we'll end up at the statue of Iracema. This street still has the old stone style of pavement, and you can also see where the tram tracks used to be. The orange, yellow, pink building is the State Treasury Department. The cornerstone was laid in 1924. The time when I started filming was around 4 p.m. and all the shops were already closed, so that's why I also didn't really want to go into the other street. This street is a little bit more busy, so a little bit further on the right we have this building with the watchtower, from where they used to be able to see the ships coming to the port. And here is the old customs house from 1891. One of the products that was exported from here was cotton. We go into this street and walk towards the Dragão. So this whole area is about arts and culture, but the Dragão is a museum or a few museums and also a planetarium and a library. There's also a cafe, so yeah, it's a nice place if you go up here, and then you can enter and yeah, spend an afternoon there. In the evening there could be some live music here, but the bar that is completely closed there, yeah, they used to have live music. Chopo do Bexiga. It looks like it's not opening anytime soon. In the corner on the right there's a club called Rout. It's really a proper club with electronic music. So in the evening you can find a lot of people here, some things for eating. So we're back at the other side of the customs house, and if you follow this street, you'll reach the beach, and here is where the kind of first port used to be. The dredge well used to fill up with water at high tide, but nowadays it's been all filled up and it's kind of ugly industry. Here's the wreck of the Mary Hope. And this is the metallic bridge that was built in 1909. My understanding is this: from the metallic bridge, goods were loaded into small boats and those would take it to larger boats. And this was the main port of Fortaleza at that time. Here we can see the State Treasury Department on the right and the Customs House on the left. Praia de Iracema was once also called Port of Jangadas, which are the traditional fisher boats that you see here. It was also called once Port of Fish. It's not in a very good shape at the moment, but they are doing some work to fix it up. So all of the port infrastructure that we see here was built by the English, including the customs house that we've seen. They also started the construction of the English bridge, but it was never finished because the Brazilian government ran out of money, so it has never been used. Continuing our walk, this is a bar called Armazem. I think it's still open sometimes. Now we enter this colorful street. It's called Rua dos Ingleses, named after indigenous people of Brazil. Here on the left we have Pirata Bar, famous for the Monday evening with forró. The building on the left here is known as Estoril, or Vila Morena. It was a residence of the Porto family until 1942. By then it was given to the North American soldiers during Second World War, when the US established a base in the northeast of Brazil. It became the headquarters of the United States office. It also brought some habits from the US to Brazil, such as the consumption of Coca-Cola. The beach of Iracema was once called Praia do Peixe, meaning something like beach of fish. And we can see in these old photos here that they use the jangada for this fishing. nice restaurant to have lunch. It's called Mar de Rosas.
I can eat now? No.
Here we get to the beach side again. I had to remove some music. In the evening there's usually a small stage here. They have some live performance. So yeah, this is also a nice bar. We're almost at the end of this beach and you can see they're doing a lot of work here to improve it. The part in front has already improved a lot. So in the next video we'll have a look at the Beira Mar, which is completely renewed in the past years. But now we're still at Praia de Iracema. They've been demolishing an old building here. It's really sad because it was really nice and it was one of the first hotels here on the Praia de Iracema. Right now, when I'm doing the final editing of this video, this building is completely gone. This was the Iracema Plaza Hotel. It was the first hotel here on the beach of Iracema in kind of Miami Beach style. This is what it looked like at last, completely abandoned, and yeah. It was in such a bad state that the only thing they could do was demolish it. Here we are at the end of this video and the end of this beach at the statue of Iracema. the next video we'll continue exploring along the coastline here, and we'll go to the newest part of Fortaleza. Please like and subscribe so you won't miss another video.